When you see the light, you know that's him.
Hey, I'm Mike Wang, gameplay director for the NBA 2K.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome, everyone, to a brand. And now the Lakers starting group. Gordon out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then there's Williamson. Then it's Aaron Baines. And it's Ingram in at the 3. And for Toronto, we've got Wood. He's out there with Bogdanovich. Luka Doncic out there with Mitchell Robinson. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 2 guard.
And how much fun is it to watch this kid? I call Zion Williamson a kid, even though he goes about 280, and he has a certain composure that really belies his years.
And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. Here's Doncic. Drills the three-pointer.
Seems like everyone's taking long threes these days, but Doncic has natural power in those legs, generates range with ease.
And with Williamson, it's not just the obvious stuff that impresses you, Greg. It's the little things as well, the attention to detail.
You know, Kevin, one thing that stands out to me, every time I see this young man, the eye-hand coordination, whether it's on steals, deflections, block shots, he always seems to pick it cleanly.
And Doncic gets it to go.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Passes it to Ingram. They get a hand on it. Here's Williamson. Oh, that's blocked.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story, inconsistent with his offense.
Doncic feeling it out. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, you look at the young Luka Doncic. What impresses you the most right now about his game?
Well, Kevin, you just don't see many players his height who can handle and make step-back threes. Also, his confidence. He came into the league never doubting that he could dominate a game. And don't forget about his brilliance as a passer.
Now here's Ingram. The pass to Williamson. Over Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Here's Doncic. That fall. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. 8 points for Luka Doncic. Each trip down becoming more important.
And you need to string some successful offensive possessions together and play tough D.
Now, here is Russell. Baines inside. Robinson on him. Williamson, the pass to Baines. Over Robinson. And he can't bank that one in. Toronto leading by 6. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And Doncic gets it to go.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And Coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
And that one's good, Williamson. Williamson's got his second basket.
And normal physicality doesn't get it done with Williamson. To stop him from scoring, you really have to up the ante and get him before he hits that launching pad.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Shoots over Ingram. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
With some arc. Here's Williamson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
This is the challenge Williamson possesses to many defenders. Hard to guard him without fouling.
So he picks up just one from the line that time.
And maybe the most popular player to enter the league since social media became truly pervasive. Zion Williamson handles it with class. He really appreciates his teammates and his coaches and really respects the game.
Here's Russell on target from 13 feet.
A quick-minded player. Russell can adapt to defenses and put the ball through the hoop.
Here's DiVincenzo. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Second left, and that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. And so it's Toronto. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
Wood out there with Robinson. Then there's Bogdanović. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's DiVincenzo in at the shooting guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
Beautiful jumper by Russell. Just nice, relaxed shooting motion. It's like a walk in the park.
Here's DiVincenzo, defended by Gordon. From deep. He can't get it to go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Doncic with the steal. Tipped away. And stolen by Williamson. Baines finds Ingram.
All this means is he has to be careful. Don't want to pick up a cheapie and get sent to the bench with 3 fouls.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. The emphasis on freedom of movement, less grabbing and holding on the perimeter, Steve, has made some players almost impossible to defend.
Yeah, James Harden, because he likes to be physical, and it's how can you not guard him without being physical? In return, Steph Curry, because he gets an opening shoot shots. Lillard, Kyrie, Devin Booker, Giannis, Kevin Durant for sure. It's hard to guard these guys because they're so good on the offensive end.
Doncic, no good. Lakers trail by 5. Inside. It's hauled in by Wood. Wood's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
He's had a tough time getting it going, and he's put this team behind the 8 ball.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And the dunk by Williamson.
And the defense learned a valuable lesson there. Don't let Williamson get to that launching pad around the rim.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 12. Bogdanović looking around. No good. Some solid defense from Ingram. There's Russell with the 3. Bogdanović grabs the miss. Toronto leading by 3. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, D'Angelo Russell was traded from the Lakers and, in his words, was kicked on the way out. He's become an all-star in Brooklyn. Russell said, "It's a heck of an accomplishment. That respect from your peers, your coaches, other teams, it's a great feeling." And Kevin, given how it started for him in L.A., many remain shocked by Russell's rapid ascent.
Coming into his own, you're right, David. Thank you. Here's Gordon after Luka Doncic's bucket. Here's Baines. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. It's hauled in by Wood.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
43 seconds left now here in the second. Doncic against Russell. Shoots over Doncic. And the dunk by Williamson.
And Williamson doesn't let up, consistently in attack mode. Love his rabid intensity on the backboard.
Here's DiVincenzo. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. For Toronto, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
And he's good on the second. 15 seconds left in the first half. Now Russell. Outside Gordon. Here's Williamson. And that concludes the first half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Luka Doncic has been the story in this. He had 14 points and won a...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for the Lakers right now, you've got Brandon Ingram, Aaron Baines out there with Williamson. And there's Gordon, and it's Russell in at the point guard position. Pass to Doncic. Over Russell. Doncic, no good.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far. Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
That's just being out of sync and at the worst time, costly.
Russell passes to Williamson. He dishes it to Ingram. Kicks it out to Gordon. For the lead. And he overshot that one, missing.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Bogdanovich, and he comes up with the deuce. Bogdanovich has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Well, Greg, it took some time for Bogdanovich to make it over to the NBA, but you can see why he was worth the wait.
And Bogdanovich showed some flashes of his great shooting that rookie year and only improved on that last season. Still, you know, in his mid-20s, he should only continue to get better as he adjusts to the NBA.
Here's DiVincenzo, and it's sent back by Russell. The offensive rebound.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
They're bringing the energy, the hustle, the fight, and they also didn't give up on that possession.
Bounce pass Gordon. Here's Williamson. Back to Gordon. Lakers working the ball around now. Just 5 on the clock. A steal. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Pass to Wood. Doncic right side. Drains it from beyond the arc. Now it's a 6-point Toronto lead.
Playing at his tempo, his pace. He's been dialed in all night.
Now here's Williamson. He's guarded closely. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And the expectations for Williamson are sky high. A superb athlete whose skill set and drive to be great is off the charts.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
Let's take a look at numbers for Robinson. Last season's performance for him. He was around 7 points a game last year, almost 2.5 blocks and 6 rebounds. And not many players possess his kind of ability to protect the rim. I mean, you look at the block total, pretty remarkable.
All shots he's changed just by challenging them. Such a luxury to have someone like this as your last line of defense.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Over in the corner, Williamson. And the Lakers with another miss. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
DiVincenzo passes to Doncic. The 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. Baines has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Out to the right wing. We've got 13 seconds left in the third. Shot clock at 6. Back to Gordon. And again, the Lakers no good. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Toronto leads by 5. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Bogdanovich is out there with Wood. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Doncic. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Here's Russell. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Passes to DiVincenzo. Gordon with the defensive effort.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And the dunk by Williamson.
A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
Toronto leading by 3. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Here's Doncic. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Williamson dishes to Russell. Shoots over Doncic. Russell no luck.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Here's Bogdanovich. And Baines pulls it down. Baines has got 7 rebounds in the game. Now, here is Russell. Eric Gordon on the wing. Second shot opportunity, and it's Baines missing.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Bogdanovich, no luck. Lakers trail by 5. Gordon, the pass to Russell. It's deflected, but they'll get another chance. Williamson kicks to Russell. Bounce pass Ingram. Baines inside, guarded by Robinson. Outside, Russell. They get the rebound. Williamson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
An absolute beast in close. Once Williamson has this kind of positioning, you pretty much have to foul.
And he Cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a two-possession deficit.
Robinson misses.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Some young players tend to defer in big moments. Not Zion.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Gets the first, that makes it a three-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Left side, Gordon. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. Toronto, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Good!
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
Timeout called, the Lakers. They're down by 5. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And they need to use as little time as possible here. If they can get a bucket before the clock hits 24 seconds, they can try for a stop on the next possession. If there's less than 24, then they'll have to foul.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
During that break, Frank Vogel had some real words for his team. He said, we've got to pick it up right here, right now. If we're going to win this game, we have to take control. This is the time. Kevin.
And the Lakers call time here. They're trailing by 7. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. .29 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Cans the three.
And there's the punchline. Russell delivers it on point in style.
And they go to the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
No mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion. And looking for a very quick shot here.
They have very little time to run a play, and then, of course, they also need to foul.
Got it! And now they trail by just 4.
You see where the size of Russell is such an advantage, especially in that painted area.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
There's the knockout blow. No chance of getting up off the canvas now.
Here's Baines. Off target with his 3. And here's Bogdanovich. And so it's Toronto winning this one. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the